Good evening and welcome to the National Athletic Conference Championship between the Philadelphia Dragons and your South Louisiana Saints, who are just potentially one win away from going to that college football playoff. So let's go ahead and see if we can make it happen. Finish the season off 13-0. Potentially get ourselves into this college football playoff. Make sure you go ahead, smash that like button for your boy, hit that subscribe button as well if you have to be brand new, as we will go ahead. We did kick them off to the Philadelphia Dragons to start this off, but that being said though, we get them to a 3-and-out early, and it's time for our offense to go to work, and we gotta get Matt Looney going. If he does, it's gonna be barbecue chicken for this other team, but we fumbled the football on our first drive of the game, and it was a promising drive for us for sure. But that being said though, it does end in disappointment as Philadelphia is going to go ahead. They get great field position to start things off as Martin almost manages to get to that first down marker. He's going to end up sliding down, and it's going to be 3rd and short for OJ Martin, as they will go ahead running up the right hand side. They do end up picking up the first down, but then Marcus Shogert is going to be called for the holding. So we get bailed out there, and we get them to a 3rd and long. Let's see if we can get ourselves yet another 3-and-out as Martin dropping back. He's looking, gonna get away, makes one-man list, and here comes Ormas Regel, the custom recruit, to come in there, make the tackle, and it will end up being a 1st and 10. Is now Martin dropping back, gonna throw over the middle. I don't know who he was trying to throw to, but it almost ends up being picked off in the process, as it does go ahead and make it 3rd and 13. Martin dropping back again, looking for some space to work with, but we will get him off the field this time around. No shake and bake for this quarterback. And we will end up taking over on the 15-yard line as we try maybe get it out of the hands for Matt Looney for a little bit. Get it out to Damian Anderson. He does manage to pick up the first down. Get across that 30-yard line in the process, as we'll go ahead and get Matt Looney back involved in the offensive attack. He's got a crease to work with. He's down the sideline. Makes some guys trip over each other. And Matt Looney is all by himself. And it took a little bit longer than usual, but we do end up getting in that end zone. Touchdown, Saints! And that does go ahead and give us a 7-point lead. We will end up striking first here in the National Athletic Conference Championship game, as Money just, I don't know how it happens, he ends up getting stuck there a little bit. But with that being said, 2nd and 1 coming for the Dragons, as Martin drops back again. He's looking around, gonna go ahead. He somehow gets out of that messy pocket. Oh my goodness! And we get that they get that 1st and 10. So OJ Martin Company, they certainly came ready for a fight, and they're certainly giving us one here, man. Even though we do get that incompletion, that honestly could have certainly been picked off, that's for sure. But now 3rd and 6 coming. Martin getting some guys moving on the line. It got 7 people on the offensive line, but it ends up being a pass, trying to get it out quickly, but the receiver was just not paying attention there. So it will end up being yet another 1st down for us. We do get another 1st and 10 to work with, but Matt Looney, oh my, gets absolutely lit up like a Christmas tree. And so 2nd and long, and for the very first time today, gonna go ahead and throw for it here. Anderson scrambling to the right, looking for the little tip drill. The scramble drill finds Jartavius Ferguson down the middle of the field. Not a good idea to throw that football, but we do end up picking up 10, and after 1 quarter of play, we're doing okay. Only up 7-0. Let's see if we can pick it up though. So here we go, man. 3rd and 4. Get the 2nd quarter started here. And they will go and hand it off to George Niang, the backup tailback. and does his job, sure enough. Able to go ahead and pick up that first down, as it does lead. Yet another 1st and 10 is now Anderson. He's going to look to keep it on the left-hand side, looking for the blocks on the inside. One man at the beat, can't get around the last person, but it does go for a pretty good first down. We are now in Philadelphia Dragons territory, as we'll hand it off again. Matt Looney finds a little crease, picks up a little gain of 5, and it will lead to a 3rd and short here. Going to try to hand it off to the running back, Matt Looney, who tries to fight forward, but is going to be marked just short of that first down marker. But as the great Uncle Sam's Rejects once said, scare money don't make any money, man. So what we're going to go ahead and do, go at quarterback sneak with Damian Anderson, pick up that first down. But they are starting to key in a little bit on that rushing attack. It's time for us to attack down the middle of this field if we can. As Anderson facing pressure right away, gets it out to Tyler Tucker though. And Tyler Tucker does end up getting us into the red zone. As a couple plays later now, still in that red zone. 2nd and 8. Anderson dropping back. He's looking around. Thought about throwing it for a split second, but is going to end up running it himself though. It does end up being the first down, but I really like what I saw in that last play. So, hey, we're going to run the exact same thing again. And sure enough, we do find the end zone with Jartavius Ferguson, the true freshman, who gets it into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. And it does go ahead and make it 14-0. But not only that, though, we get the ball right back shortly after. We get ourselves a little free and out, as Matt Looney does almost end up going ahead and picking up that first down for us. Is now 2nd and short. Anderson looking around, going to go to the left-hand side. He's got some work and picks up yet another first down. Keeps it moving. Trying to get downfield a little bit quickly here. We're getting to the last couple minutes of this first half, as we'll hand it off again to Matt Looney. You can make some guys miss now, and we certainly see that right there as Matt Looney finds himself into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. And South Louisiana takes that 21-0 lead. It's starting to become a commanding affair for us here, as we will go ahead and kick it back off to the Philadelphia Dragons. They need some fire on their offensive side of the ball. They still have a goose egg on the board, and this might help them, except my man completely forgot about the football, though, so that's a big yikes right there. And so, less than 2 minutes left here in this first half. We get the ball on their side of the field as we look to attack downfield, but that will end up being an incompletion, though. Is now 3rd and 7. Coming up here in the shotgun, looking to go to work. Anderson dropping back, looking, gonna get it out to the left-hand side. Davy Smalls gonna go. Oh! The man flew in the air to try to get into that end zone, but they're gonna mark him just short at that 1-yard line. But it won't take too long to get us back in the end zone, as he somehow finds Tyler Tucker. In all of that traffic, they sent the house on us. And that does go ahead and end that first half for us. We're looking a whole lot better. Efficient with our passing, 5 for 6. And we also get the ball to start the second half. Let's see if we can deal that killing blow. So let's go, baby. Second half now underway. And like I said, man, we do end up going ahead and getting this football back over to us, because we did defer on the kickoff in the first half. So let's see what Tyler Tucker can do. He has been a little bit quiet here in the special teams. Tucker outside, looking for some space to work with, but he's going to end up being forced out of bounds, though. But some great field position to work with, almost on their side of the field already, and we will end up on that side of the field. We get across the 40-yard line thanks to a scramble by Damian Anderson. Is now another 1st and 10 waiting for us here. Going to try to run it up the gut with Matt Looney. Looney able to make one man miss, trying to cut it back inside. Another big first down on our running game. We are really starting to gash this Philadelphia defense. As we'll go ahead and hand it off to Matt Looney once again. He takes it to the outside. One person to beat. Beats that man, but did end up getting hit on that comeback, though. But we are in the red zone once again, and we got a golden opportunity to make this 35-0. And Matt Looney might be able to do just that, but he does get brought down at the 1-yard line. Let's go ahead and run a little bit of a quarterback draw for Damian Anderson. We're right there on the goal line. Might as well not make it too terribly complicated. Get in the end zone. It will end up being 35-0 game, as we will see what this Philadelphia offense has in store for us, trying to find some room to work with. But somehow, even though we were in a 4-4 defense, they still managed to find a way to find running room for that first down marker. But how much longer will that last? Will you quickly get them to that 3rd and long, though? As O.J. Martin, he is in the shotgun. He will drop back to pass here, facing some pressure. Well, not really facing pressure, but the receiver just ends up not catching the football. That is a huge disappointment. You absolutely hate to see it. And so, ball back in our hands once again as we try to run this football. It almost ends up being blown up, but Matt Looney somehow finding a way to make it work at the end of the day. Makes something out of nothing, you know, and doing it in a big way too. Almost has 200 yards on the ground. One more carry for Matt Looney should be able to go ahead and take care of that, as it does lead to yet another first down. Is now 1st and 10. Martin Anderson gonna get it out to Matt Looney. Looney making some guys miss. Gets upfield for another gain of 8 yards. Offense really starting to come through here in this second half. As now Matt Looney, he does have 200 yards on the ground. And how about his compatriot, Damian Anderson, finding himself in the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. And we will end up pulling away. We do come through and win the National Athletic Conference 2 years in a row. And doing it with a run-heavy attack. 37 carries, 374 yards. Passing looked good too, 7 for 10. I like the efficiency. We held Philadelphia in check until literally the last play of the game. It was a 49-0 affair at that point. They even went for a 2-point conversion. But that being said, though, I think we potentially have made the case to get ourselves into the college football playoff with this dominant victory that we do have here for us. The only thing left to do now, let's see what the rest of the country does, and let's see if we can earn that top 4 spot here in only our 2nd season in existence. So it may also seem like that Lady Luck just might be on our side as well. Let's check out what goes down here in these college or collegiate championship games. Not one top 5 team. Not 2 top 5 teams. Oh no, we actually have 3 top 5 teams lose in the conference championship games. So that should mean that we could very well be the #1 seed if we get the respect that we end up deserving. We win in convincing fashion as well. So really only thing left to do here is go ahead and simulate to the bowl games for the season 2 that we got going on right now. I'll catch you guys there when we're ready. So yes, sir, we are going to indeed be the #1 team in the nation, our first #1 ranking. So we will be going to that college football playoff. Number 2 is the Eugene Summit, even though they lost in the conference championship. The Detroit Majesty, they ended up winning. And then the Austin Hawks are the number 4 seed. And that's who we get to take on here in this college football playoff. So, going to be a great episode. Going to be some great action here. Some college football playoff action. This next time out, we will go ahead and take ourselves through that college football playoff against the Austin Hawks, the semifinals. So, if you guys are excited for it, make sure you go ahead, smash that like button for me. And also, hit subscribe as well if you have to be brand new. Hit me up down in the comments below. This is John J. Gaming on the mic signing off. I'm hoping y'all are out there having a good one. Take care, everybody.